Hello! Look, we're back. We're being cool cats inside of a spaceship. And we're gonna go in and we're gonna kill everybody who wants to deny my right as a rogue trader to get an Eldar waifu or an Eldar husbando and get them together and then be like, yay, harem. If they deny my right to do that, I'm just gonna shoot them with long beams. And then they won't be able to deny my love, because then they'll be like, oh, hey, that's a lot of love. Exactals. But, yeah, so I was playing this game a little bit by myself, just doing... Well, actually, I played it kind of a lot. I got decently far. I will say that one thing I noticed is there's a lot of combat in this. Now, that's not like a bad thing, per se. But, yeah. Which one is the guide? Prison planetoid. Oh yeah. So this one is what we're gonna do next, because we're gonna go in here and we're gonna get us a cool navigator. And basically they're saying, hey, we can't contact the station. They're not letting us. They're not letting us go, and it's like, no one dares give me orders. I'm sorry, Lord Captain, the station does not even reply to even after official greeting by Rogue Trader and declaration of your intent to negotiate in person. Okay, I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna show them what for. And by that I mean I'm gonna show them that I have cool. We're just gonna go on there. I'm not even gonna. I don't care about the begin scan. We apparently have to do it this way. They're not just gonna let us come aboard cool like we have to go around and do all this. We have to kill madness people in the darkness zone. I did get the Magos and the navigator. And there's one other thing I did. I visited the prison planetoid and was like, oh, this is lame. Why are you guys doing this weird chaos stuff? And it's like, I actually saw this meme where it was like, could you guys not worship the dark powers for 5 minutes? It's like that thing from like Shrek. And you know what? Honestly, true. Everywhere I'm going, someone's doing something. It's like, why can't y'all just leave it alone? But no, leaving it alone. Oh, this guy totally isn't evil and is totally not just gonna execute those guys. Oh my god. You have signed against as a buddy. And now he's gonna kill them, and then we walk in and we're like, hey, what's up, dog? Says his lordship Rogue Trader, Cody Cat. Meow. And then these guys are basically just gonna sit there and argue with us, like, very well, allow me to introduce myself before you stands, Felix Christoph August, keeper of this place. So you did not arrive to offer support to the trader? This is great news. What trader? Oh wait, and then it's gonna turn out how... Let's take our bets. Do you think the guy that just executed 3 people who were tied, do you think he's a bad guy? It's like everywhere I go, I just immediately assume someone's gonna try to kill me, aren't they? I am looking for the Lord Inquisitor. I'm not worried about the Lord Inquisitor Interrogator Man right now. All these corpses. Betrayal! Almost been out there. In the life of no blight. Now, I guess I could just attack and kill this guy now. Actually, I'm kind of curious what happens if I do that. Because when I did this... Oh, I can't save? Oh man, that blows. Because when I did this previously, I originally waited until it was I was with the navigator lady. Actually, he's kind of tough. How many guards does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4? See, I kind of want to see what happens if I just attack him. You invade my...
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
None of you shall survive.
Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so yeah, there might be a little bit more of a problem here than I thought there would be. But I guess we'll see. Wait, I can't really put this lady anywhere where she would actually have cover. Put them there. This is probably going to go what you might expect, which is poorly. But that's okay. I don't really care. I'm fine dying. I just wanted to see what would happen. Okay. Now you cast light quickening. Wait, will this shock her as well? It might. Don't really want that. Don't. Okay, so wait, let's do this. Let's you step back a little bit. Indeed they do. I'm glad you feel that way. And then what I'm going to do here is I don't know if I can even win this fight. But I am... Hi, how you doing? Just gonna move right up here. Now what happens if we... Oh, hey! We're gonna do run and gun again because I think... if I do that again, I might just be able to just... Oh wow, he's actually almost dead already. That's pretty good. Oh my god! So we... Alright. Okay, so what I would like you to do, sir, is I would like you... Oh. Okay, so now can you charge him? Yeah! And then we're gonna do this. Cool! Okay, that was actually like way easier than I thought it would be.
I'll see to it personally.
Hello, I would like it very much if you killed people for me. Like this. Actually, if I just do this heroic act... Let's see, can I now end... Oops, that didn't work. What if we did... Really? He's right there! Come on. Oh my god, lady! Okay, wait. 4th time's the charm! Oh my god. That was so silly. Okay, here, I'm just gonna run behind this guy and just cut him. Hi, how you doing? May I cut you?
Who, if not, you should have thought twice before crossing me.
Indeed, I'm so cool. You should not have crossed me, probably. Okay, here. Can you go over here?
There is movement in the Empyrean.
Oh, will that only affect this guy? Here, do a psychic shriek. Okay, I can't do more of that because perils of the warp, I guess. Okay, now Argenta. He's right there. Okay, there. You actually managed to hit him that time. Good girl. Very good. I'm glad that you did that. Now this guy. Can you charge this guy for me, bud? Thank you. And then they're gonna be like, Cotton, why you just do this to this guy? And I'll be like, because I can, nerd. Here, could you do a psychic shriek, sweetie, and just kind of end this guy, maybe? There you go. Now, I'd like it very much if you went over here. And then I want you to do this. Oh, he's still alive, dang it. Argenta, honey, I'm gonna need you to not miss this shot. Oh my goodness. Okay. There you go. Cool. So now that main battle is taken care of already. I didn't know it was going to be that easy to win.
Know how to take risks.
Here, let's search this guy. Nice. Thanks for all your stuff. Now, it's a good thing that I already know what I actually have to go and do.
Just as I planned.
Oh. Wait, I guess I gotta go back so I can...
Success is the only outcome I accept.
There you go. Now let's go.
Unexpected result.
Do.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Like, squeeze its arm.
Duty prevails.
We should deal with this.
Good job.
Never doubt me.
Now, of course, normally I wouldn't have attacked that guy, like, immediately. I would have been like, hey, ooh, good. So what is this? A book? I like
Keep your eye on the
book.
prize.
Well, I guess now, wait, knowing that, does that mean that we're... Firewheel for us? Okay.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none. Purge them.
I mean, if you say so. Oh, wait, no, I want you to go there. I want Idra, honey. I'm going to have you go behind her. And then I'm going to have this gentleman here go there. And I'm going to have you... Oh, well. That's unfortunate. Okay, whatever. We will make a do. So what we're going to do first is we're going to have you.
Make it happen.
And I want you to...
Without deeds is worthless.
I wanted you to hit them, though. I know you're very excited. And that happens sometimes. It's okay. I'm not...
Taking calculated risk is my second nature.
Oh, you know what? I completely forgot to equip my grenades from earlier. Hello. What? Man, you're not a great start. Oh. Ow, stop it. Okay, so I'm gonna need you
Tried and tested tactics are the
to go there, and then I'm guessing that you can't charge right now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do instead is I'm just gonna have you charge into cover. And then I'm gonna have this lady, I'm gonna just have her move up right here.
Battle.
And then I'm gonna have you, you're right here, so. You are killing me with your ballistic skill right now.
Doubt is for the weak.
Okay, you're really just like very bad, it turns out. Oh, that's actually kind of funny. Okay, so I want you... I don't know if this is the best idea. So what I want her to do is she could have... Okay, this might work. Oh, yeah, that did work. Great. Great. Great, great, great. That was very good, actually. And then we're going to forewarn on you. Because... Wow, they were doing really bad about, like, you know, like they're just... We're gonna do this. So what I want you to do this time is, you know, not fail me. But okay. We're kind of low on health, but
I'll see to it personally.
all right. Well, might be dead here, but I guess we'll see. Oh, he just gained back a bunch of health. I didn't. Oh, he's a Medicaid guy, I guess. Yeah. Grenade would have been good here.
Follow my lead. Someone else can do this.
I wonder if I charge, can I?
At your beck and call.
Oh, nope, still slightly outside of range. That's fortunate.
Be done.
Okay, now I'm gonna really need you to just, like, not.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
There you go. I probably should have had her move first, but it's okay. Okay, I want you to move up here. And what I'm gonna want you to do is...
The Scryer's job.
Okay, we'll try this instead.
What an unfortunate turn of fate. That is not my destiny.
Okay, I'm gonna move you here.
Whatever comes. I'll make it happen.
Dang it. No, I think if I do that to her, she's just gonna get, Okay, so we're just gonna hold and hopefully not die. Ow, very close to death.
I'm still standing. Just barely.
My place is at the fore.
Hello, could you... I don't know if I...
This wound will make a fine scar.
I won't forget this.
Darn right you
My
won't.
duty.
Wata! And we got 2 guys left. She's way over there. I wonder if she can...
Lead this battlefield in righteous fury.
Can she... Okay, she can hit him.
In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave.
Okay. 1 miss.
Without thee is worthless.
2 miss.
Doubt is for the weak.
Okay, no, there's a good... That's a good hit. Now...
I'll do it.
Hit him, go on! There you go! Great job! Gotta encourage your troops, you know? Oh, yep, there you go. See, that was 2 very good jobs. Good job. Although I think these guys are just, like, loyal to the house, and I think they're just, like, going crazy. Which is unfortunate, but hey, you know, it's not that big a deal. Sometimes you gotta clean up the crazies a little bit. The only thing I guess I'm kind of worried about is this gonna make it so that I can't... I don't think it will make it so I can't recruit the lady.
Let us
Cast
know,
your
dog.
eye there.
Yeah, disarm it, please. Thank you.
The Emperor favors me today.
Indeed he does. He let you have some hits on the gun. Oh, wait, you know what I should probably do? Is I should probably... Because I'm pretty sure... I thought I had... Do I have grenades, actually? Maybe I don't. Ooh, a shotgun. Combat shotgun's kind of cool. Oh, can I equip both of these? No, I can't. Okay, that's unfortunate. So instead, we'll just equip this and And where was it? Where was my? I'll do the sword. I like swords.
I refuse.
Ooh, that's a pretty cape. Iconoclast. Hmm. Hmm. Cool.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
I know, you're just really cool, aren't ya? Aren't ya, buddy boy?
I won't let it define me.
Don't let it define me. Fine.
Prevails.
That's the one way to unlock it.
Peculiar thing.
What? Is there a trap? Oh, there is one. There's one in there.
I better myself through my service.
Nope. Some riches? Did you hear the screams? Move! Sir, are you alright? We can't hear anything. What? Now I see you are in league with them. Death to the traitors. Oh man, everybody's a traitor. Everybody's a traitor when you're crazy. Yeah? Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, well, there you go. They're all dead.
Always have a backup plan.
So that's good. I like it when they all die so I don't have to do stuff. And I can just go in here, stroll, and collect. Oh, these guys are crazy. Everything. Influence has found its way to the station. Yeah, the arch enemy is just like all over the place, man. It's kind of crazy. We gotta deal with that, I think.
I always get the job done.
Cool. I'm glad you do. Let's take this. Let's take this. Let's take... Ooh.
I'll learn from this mistake.
Lesson learned.
That wasn't so difficult.
Yeah, you did it. Good job. I just didn't really want to use a melted charge on just like a locker because that just seems very silly. Ah, there we go. Awaken the cogitator. We're gonna call right. Main chamber controls. Open all doors on this level. So because the screen's broken, we just gotta press these until something happens. I think it's number 6 is the actual. Yep, number 6 is the option. Good job. Clap, 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 clap. And then... there's one alive person. Examine the log. View recent incident log. Servants close to the child have started butchering one another again. An order came from above to have their remains processed. The negotiations with the Winter Scales were a success. A new batch of servants will arrive in 10 moons. Escort them to the laboratory at once. It's imperative that we increase the new retainer's resistance to the child's powers. Interesting. I broke through. Hacking. Chat, delete, pick, flow, access, chase. That's just like a lot of words running together. Only the keepers of the station have access to the life support system, but the keepers have left the child's side, and neither I. Interesting. Okay, what other commands? Oh, main elevator controls. Activate the elevator. Alright. Now we have to go get a rod thingy. So we're just going to leave these servants.
Or get left in the dust.
Indeed. Many things happen, possibly be all good, man. I'm glad that I can just come through here and just take everybody's stuff. Because, you know, hey, why not? Why not have the ability to take everything and, you know, make everybody here think about how they need to serve me. Probably me serve is
The burden of failure is the most terrible punishment.
is it? I mean, I don't know. I'm not expecting you to know every single thing that we come across, honey bunches of oats. We're just trying to get to know some stuff.
I always keep my options open.
Hello. They all just... I'm not gonna kill you, bud. Remake the control rod. We're gonna do this. And now we have access to the elevator in the main thing. Why not? It's unfortunate I can't get this person to come with us, because I would like them to. What are these? It's clearly people or of some sort in there. But there's also, a lot of these guys are mutants, so that probably has something to do with it.
Keep your wits about you.
Look at her, she's so pretty. She's got a big statue, man, I bet that doesn't stroke her ego.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Indeed. But we all have to stand in the right position. Alright, let's go up. Now we can go get Cassia and be like, hey. Oh, this doesn't seem good. So we gotta talk to this lady. Ow, 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 as if my own little pals weren't bad enough. Now this one's barging into my head. Somebody stop her. I will convince you to stop. I'm looking... Pardon my manners, Cody Cat. I did not expect in such a time. Great sorrow. Yes. Throw and preserve. You have a funny hat. Yeah. Look. Another rogue trader in this corner of the galaxy? How interesting. Save the sacred child. Take her away from the station. I fear I do not have long left. Fragile thing with such a heavy burden upon her soldier. Yeah, see, I like this lady because she's compassionate and things, even though she was like heresy at first. Well, I know I have other matters to attend to. Illic is my wayward student. He came to recruit as a callow youth. I personally mentored him and entrusted him with the care of the child. He was like a son to me, but he proved to be just another traitor. He's sought to steal our most precious treasure, the heir of our house, our sacred child, to revel in power with others like him, casting our house into the abyss to prevent the centuries-long traditions of our family. Okay. Yes, Cassie will come with us. And it really looks... Do you... I will allow you to say your proper farewells. You have my mister, my signature oath is all over now.
What happened? You. I remember you.
Mm-hmm.
Come to save us.
Yeah.
Child, please listen to me very carefully. One last time.
Uh-huh.
You will now embark on a voyage with this lord to rejoin the house and its regent in the Corollas expanse. I will not be able to accompany you on this journey.
No. Not you too. Don't leave me alone in this violet brown haze. You're coming with me. Your mistress is giving you an order. Do you hear me?
Mistress, I fear this will be your only order that I dare to disobey. I am the keeper of Yurak 5, and alas, I have less than a day in me. Allow me to serve you one last time and honor my final duty to House Orsenio. I will remain on the station and destroy the secrets it holds.
Oh, Theobald. What need have I for your What are you going to do to me?
I offer you my protection. You come on, lady.
I beg your pardon, but what about my servants? Yurak 5 is still full of people loyal to House Orselio.
I will save all I can.
As a lady navigator of House Orselio, I accept your gracious offer of protection. Please, take me to your vessel.
Uh-huh.
I can no longer bear the pain of this place.
Well, that's good. Don't worry, I've already set bombs. I thought I did it ahead of time, don't worry. Oh, that's not the kind of thing I would do. That'd be rude. Alright, let's get the heck out of here, all you crazy people. Although, did I just score a navigator and a bunch of free people? Man. This is how it's supposed to be. Oh, I can level her up. Let's do that. One rank available. I'm gonna give you more willpower. And then what should I do? Yeah, I'll give you nimble. All right. Now let's get out of here. We got new friends. Ooh, shotgun. We got new friends. Well, that went well. Turns out sometimes just murdering people is the best option. Wow. Dude, that chair looks like it would be like almost like too wide to be comfortable. Lord Captain Lady Navigator, welcome aboard. The Sanctum Navis has been prepared for the communion ritual, but if the Lady Navigator wishes to rest in her quarters first. Your heart starts beating furiously, your breath short, choppy, your fingertips are unpleasant. You notice the... Okay. You want to speak to the rogue trader? Okie dokie, artichoke. Yeah, I have a big chair. Heck, you could probably sit in this chair with me. I could scooch over. If that would make... What do you wish to speak about? Before I begin, I wish to look once again into the eyes of the man whose fame is so great it managed to penetrate the impregnable walls of Urak 5 long before we ever met. It is truly you, Cody Cat. Meow. The person, the whole expanse and classic sector are talking about, and now a rogue trader as well. Yeah, I got a lot going on right now. You know, it's kind of crazy if you think about it. Kind of crazy. I know yet thank you for saving me on the station. My thoughts were clouded. I wonder why. In such a mournful ash, Theobald's heart stopped, but you acted honorably and did not exploit me in my wretched position, and for that I am immeasurably grateful. I wouldn't exploit people. That's rude. That's why I'm already trying to get the people on the lower decks. I want to get them more cool, tasty treats. And I want them to have, like, nicer stuff. I want to make sure that they're cool. You know, having a good time. Because why not? Isn't it a good deed to do that? So deeply grateful that you save my servants, especially my valet Uwe. I think this... Would you say Uwe? UVE? I'm going to say Uwe. Served on the station for more than 5 years, much longer than any who preceded him. He knows how to properly attend to me during journeys through the Immaterium, and what to serve me for breakfast. His presence envelops me in a cloak of amber. You know, it's kind of funny to me that you're that worried about breakfast. But you know what? That's a good thing, because if you're going to be on the station for a while, you want to make sure you have a nice breakfast. Is it French toast? I'm a really big fan of French toast. But now, I'm ready to go and take this for the sacred. I require brushes, canvas, and the best paints you have on board, but no red. I shall ensure that all the necessary go to the sanctum. Yes. To take my leave of you for the duration of the rite, I ask that you do not follow me. You can survive the gaze of my warp eye when it is opened. Okie dokie. There, I have a bunch of paint stuff, and I hope you paint a pretty picture. I want to look at it later, but you probably won't let me. Now I have to. Oh, wait, you're walking slack very slowly. I will oversee the open channel between the Lady Navigator and the bridge. May the Emperor's light help us all. Indeed. Very spooky. Scary. What's gonna happen there? Communion ritual. I see violent vortexes and ocean of a million flails and umber shadows spinning over the surface in fiery dance storm. Okay, yeah. Leave the Lady Navigator undisturbed. Yep, that it seems like it would be the best option. As it was for her predecessor. I will arrange for the bodies to be removed from the Sanctum Navis after the ritual, or what is left of them. And this blackness has spread across the canvas, dividing which should be whole in two, and my sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor as clearly as before. I cannot turn around my brush, only draws me onward. The way is blocked. By the Emperor's grace, the ritual was successful. Your vessel's temperament presented a challenge. Its cold steel grip did not allow me to breathe freely, even for a second. Okay. Thank you for congratulating me on getting an... Yes, gather. With your permission, I would like to remind you that we are still looking for the Indusir Prime. Well, I know where he is. Both the vessel and its machine spirits are in desperate need of oversight by an experienced tech priest. We are also missing some crew, and much more importantly, we have not located the Heinrichs van Kalix, that's the Ordo Hereticus guy. Now we know for sure that he's not. Yeah, I know. Well, I do like this line. Why is it always business with you, Vigdis? Couldn't you sometimes tell me that everything is just wonderful? Yeah, so us 15 years of grand receptions instead of 10. Awesome. I love that. That's very good. Also new formula used for lubricator server implant maintenance. Baller, dude. That's what I want to hear. I want that guy promoted. I want him, well, maybe not promoted because I don't know if I actually this is the prison planetoid. We're gonna go here because I wish to go through and get more levels and stuff. Oh, the Cassia wants to talk to me now. She's gonna see my Rogue Trader golden helm and be like, wow, that's a lot of bling. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, girl. I use it to distract my enemies with the sunshine of my heart. Girl. I'm amused. I like being amused by me. Let's see. Oh, hi.
Lord Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance.
It pleases me to see you're adjusting to life aboard the ship.
Urak 5. Your ship is a boundless world of unfamiliar hues. And yet, the abundance of bright colors can at times be wearisome on the eyes. The bridge and the decks are so clamorous. In my search for a place of quiet, I was fortunate to come upon this islet of serenity filled with rare tomes and practically devoid of color.
I'm going to point to the book at her hands.
Oh, this. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves, and I must say, it has caught my eye. Its every chapter is written in verse.
Mm-hmm.
I find it so beautiful and enrapturing.
That's really good. I'm glad to hear it.
Urak 5 had a vast archive of its own, of course. Although most of the works within had to do with scholarly disciplines of some sort or another. Only in my sparse moments of respite was I allowed to escape into the pages of more embellished works.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy, man.
One should not underestimate the navigators of House Orselio, Lord Captain. Like a shawl of pale smoke, a faint malaise hangs upon my shoulders, but it will not be the slightest hindrance to my duty to humanity, and my duty to you.
I like that you talk in artsy-fartsy type terms.
No, it is not that at all, Lord Captain. It is just that Uwe is quite capable of carrying out his duties by himself. He is well accustomed to my whims and preferences.
That's good. Cassia cringes ever so slightly, adjusts the adornment on her forehead, then awkwardly hides her clawed fingers in the folds of her clothes. The unnatural appearance of navigators often becomes the topic of gossip among lowly servants. Oh, it also makes sense.
There are people on this ship who are far more impulsive and Lord Captain, would you kindly explain to me why you are pestering me with these questions? Inquiring about my mood and my needs, showing an interest in the books I am enjoying. You are behaving as if you possessed a shred of fellow feeling for one such as I.
What does that mean? I mean, I don't know. Am I not supposed to be nice? You just had like a lot of crazy stuff go on, man. I don't know. I just wanted to be like, you know, hey, is things go well? Good. Good, well, good, be, have.
I beg your pardon, Lord Captain.
Frightened by her own
There's
words.
no way for a navigator to conduct herself.
Frightened by her own words, Cassia covers her mouth, pales, blushes, then pales again, and hides her face behind a cascade of her snow-white hair. Oh, let's see here. So, I could flirt with her. I don't know if my main goal is to get a navigator lady. That would be nice. But I kind of wanted to see about the Eldar romance option and see what that was like. And I don't necessarily want to start... I think you can flirt with them a little bit without them like being like, oh yeah, in your pants, I think.
Lord Captain,
But yeah, I said that I think I have some feelings for you as well, lady.
colorful sparks are flaring to life and dimming all around you. It is a veritable ocean of emotions. There are so many of them that I can barely see the pure white sincerity of your... Please forgive me. I cannot even understand myself right now. Your words and attention have reminded me of life on the station. Of Theobald and Felek. I do not understand. They were merely the keepers of Urak 5. So, why do memories of those two make me feel a strange heaviness here? At the same time, I find myself overwhelmed with new excitement and anticipation. At last, I have set foot outside my familiar walls and into a world that I have only seen before in the pages of books.
Yeah.
Your ship alone
Book.
is a treasure trove of remarkable artifacts and curiosities. And just
Yeah, most of them aren't really mine. I just kind of showed up and they were here.
my delight must seem childish to you, surely. In your heart, you must be finding all this quite amusing.
Yeah.
Words like that, Lord Captain, could easily be misconstrued. You should familiarize yourself with some of the works in your library to learn the appropriate manner of
Struggling to maintain an expression of polite indifference, Cassia covers her burning face and swiftly exits the room. Damn, I'm good. And by that, I just mean, yes, we're going to make everybody here comfortable. I don't know, maybe I should have been quite that flirty with them. I don't know. She's nice, and I like her. I do. One thing I'm not like the biggest fan of in the way that she does things is that she gets sometimes she like calls people peasants and things. I'm not really big on that. But let's see here. Inspire courage. Whenever an officer targets an ally with an ability for the first time in a round, that ally temporarily gains 4. Oh, that's good. Personal oversight. I don't... You know, maybe I should look up... Okay. I adjusted a few things, so maybe it will run a little bit better while I'm recording. I don't 100% know I was having an issue, but I have an idea. And I also, while I was doing that, after I did that, I looked up some different builds and things and, like, what people thought was good builds for my various different classes. Because I kind of understand what I'm doing with these guys in broad terms, but I would like to change a few things and get a couple of things reworked. And I didn't really know for talents and skills. For skills I had a better idea, but for the talents thing I was a little bit like unsure what I was kind of wanted to do. But I think I have a pretty good idea now. I also like the guys I have now. I'm trying to think if I got more who I would replace and all that. And, you know, here. Oh, look, there's a cross down there. Praise Jesus. Jesus Christ. Oh, wait, no, this isn't even the right one to talk to Idra. I just want to see if she had any new dialogue option type things. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Who are you? What have you sacrificed? Tall middle-aged woman stares straight ahead, her eyes vacant as she rubs implant at her temple. Okay.
The little sister is afflicted with her own set of voices, ones that whisper to her about corruption and heresy. Silly girl doesn't realize that if she wants to find the source, she needs to start by looking in her own head.
Okay, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you, Idra. Although I understand what you're saying, considering that all the places we've been thus far, there's been at least a taint of chaos. Maybe she has a point. Anyway, but I don't want to. I don't want to.
You could ask yourself that question. Every psyker feels their connection with the warp in their own way. One person might see spots and shadows out of the corner of their eye. Another feels fingers running down their spine. As for me, I've got a door in my head. One that's open just a crack. There's no way to close it, no matter how hard I try.
Uh-huh.
I've just had to get used to the whispers from the other side. When I need to use it for work, I listen in more closely. But I usually just try not to notice it.
Yeah, but you see, with my psychic powers, I just have the Emperor, and he's really cool, and I get to hug. I get to hug spirits, and that's been very powerful. And also, I'm a cat. Meow. So, you know, very powerful.
Training, habit, and a little amasec, and a couple other things you can get on the lower decks. If you put all those together, it makes things bearable. Sometimes I even wonder if I'm imagining half the voices I hear. You know, when life on board gets a little boring. Better than listening to the living, anyhow. Well, if the door opens, that means somebody's planning to come in, right? But screw them. They're not coming through. Trust me. I know how to keep my valuable head locked up tight. All right. That's what I'm here for, after all. So, I'm just going to lean on that door in my head a little more, prick up my ears, and listen to what the warp's got to say about you. If you'll allow it, I can All right, let's hear what they're whispering about you. Among the blind men and false prophets, a red sage seeks the answer to a question. He does not know that it is not the answer he must seek, but the question that will draw everything into focus. Will you help him, Rogue Trader? But mark that sometimes ignorance is sweeter than oblivion.
Uh-huh.
A chained hound chases after glimmers of the aurora, but sparks in the scent of oil confound his nose. The chain trails after him. What will
My nose isn't
happen if you
confounded.
pick it up? Will you become his master, or merely another beast in the pack of his true lord?
That sounds like corn stuff, man.
The glow of dawn bursts forth from its prison. Dungeon walls cannot contain the dark essence wallowing in the dust. The naive cub pushes his nose into a familiar hand, one that holds death in twisted glass. Cherish it or cast it off as a burden. The sword of change has already been raised. What is one more life to it?
Oh.
I'm sorry, Lord Captain. The voices are going wild. I can't make out a thing. I'll try to rein them in somehow, but for now...
Okay. Well, why can't I ask if she's okay? Okay.
Of course.
I hope you have a good day and that your brain isn't melting. Melting brain ain't for the tame. Not me, my guy. Lots of finger point. Okay, wait, let's go here to the prison planetoid. First, because I want to level up more. Lord Captain, sorry to disturb you. It's pandemonium outside the bridge gate. One of the officers seems to be demanding an audience with you in person. I think I hear Master... Okay. Two things. A. Me have gun. Gun always ready. Bang, 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 if I need. What would you do? Boop, 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 boop. Ah, yes, this one. I like to imagine that I ran to my chair just before. This is the conduct of an officer. These are antics of a highborn brat out on a lark. Explain yourself, Lieutenant. I apologize, sir, but I must speak to the Lord Captain. Very well, Lieutenant. You may address the Captain, at least because I have seen you already seen fit to disturb him. Your unauthorized appearance on the bridge and display of belligerence towards a higher ranking officer will be logged on your personal file without delay. Extreme, okay. Even now, an assault unit will be dispatched to the lower decks on orders to crush the workers. Strike any strike. Oh, there's a workers' strike, and they're going to kill them by any means necessary. But I am convinced that this step is unwarranted. That the crisis itself was provoked by the actions of one of the senior officers. Is not. Lord Captain, I urge you to investigate the actions of Seneschal Verison. That's not this guy. That's a different one. And to intervene in what's happening on the lower decks, because very soon we will have a mutiny or a massacre on our hands. She knows it by heart. She has clearly been preparing to say them for some time. When she is finished, she casts an anxious glance on Albert, then at you. Yeah, so basically this guy was like, no, I don't need to tell you about when bad things are happening, right? Dumb when it's like on that level. The lower decks, as it so happens, are in revolt. 30-some years ago, we even had a revolutionary rise up who dared to establish workers' rule across the entire ship. It took a month to restore order, but even 8 years later, we were still battling rumors of the hero had survived his execution. Okay, yeah. The Lord of the War Captain carries more weight than a salvo from 100 bolters. Yep, that's true. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit here. Okay. I will not hurry since my competence is under scrutiny. Yeah, it is a little here. I shall speak for as long as I see fit. There is an established order to the way things are done on this ship, and one of the pillars of that system is that Rogue Trader's attention is not distracted by trivial matters. It is Essential's role to ensure that I have always handled internal problems myself, so of course, when I receive information about cultists hiding in our lower decks, I took the matter in hand. So long as I live, not one of the vermin who murdered Theodora will find refuge on her ship. You were far too heavy-handed, Seneschal. Oh no, that is him! Bitch! Yeah, he actually within his own remit. I've heard enough. Go down to the lower decks and deal with the problem personally. Praise the Emperor. Thank you, Lord Captain. An enterprise bordering on sophomoric, but please yourself, Lord Captain. However, I categorically insist that I escort you. Okay, it's not sophomoric, you fucking idiot. You're clearly doing it wrong, because now we're gonna have to deal with a bunch of people revolting, which, you know, yeah, you could probably turn that back with force, but why bother when if we could just keep them loyal, we don't have to... It's like talking to children. I like the Seneschal overall, but I sometimes he does stupid shit like this, and it's like, what the fuck, bro? I should... Okay, here, I'm just gonna skip this, because I don't... Yeah, they threw some duty at us.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Well, okay, considering you were just like... He's like, I can't believe they disrespected me, but it's like, well, yeah, considering you were just talking about, like, killing all these people, I'm not really that shocked. Oh, yeah, our Lord Captain, allow me to wish you good luck. You guys can come with, and you guys are cool armor. A dozen pair of eyes stare apprehensively at you. The people before you are typical inhabitants of the lower decks. You take in their simple clothing, crude weapons, and face the display varying levels of mutation, from barely discernible to the strange and outright grotesque. But Captain, you've come down to us. Striking, that's news to us, your lordship, says a tall man in a worker's garb. All we're doing is asking questions, saying what we think. Old woman shuddered. Here's the deal, your lordship. Your damned enforcers are all over us down here. They say they're looking for cultists. One wrong word and they'll be reaching for their batons. If you want to punish someone, they turn off the heating to the whole base for weeks at a time. That does sound very imperial. Our general did not interrupt the works, but you see the sadness well in her eyes when the children's deaths are mentioned. She quietly whispers a requiem prayer and makes a sign over herself. It's all true. Vin is the only officer who stood up for us. It's clear as day who the mother from the lower decks. It's clear as day who had a mother from the lower decks and who grew up in the amidships and has no feeling towards us. We're no villains here. I was told that one of you, I called him, what's that? The gewgaw they found on the dead drunkard? It was something evil, forbidden. We sure didn't know it. The enforcers just said they were looking for heretics among us, and anyone obscuring their investigation would be punished. But how could there be heretics down there? We know our own people. There have been no new faces around. Definitely not. And if there were, we'd be the first to report them. And as for this amulet, or whatever it is, they took it off a dead body. There are no cultists still breathing in our sector, that's for sure. But when that fight broke out, some enterprising folks looted the bodies. The boots they came back with. No. Never ever tread these decks in boots so fine, I can tell you that. Seems to me these cultists have better commanders than us. Yeah, boots are really fine. Naive children, weren't you taught from an early age about the dangers of the archenemy's creations? Weren't you warned that any unfamiliar object could be one of them? We were told, Holy Sister, but it was long ago. The last time we saw a confessor in our sector, it was just after I had my third little one. That is regrettable, but I cannot lay the burden on leading a righteous life on the shoulders of our holy fathers. Who will you blame when beasts crawl out of those amulets and you stole from the heretics? The Holy Father who was not there, or the scavenger who brought evil down on himself and his neighbors? Explanation: were you the people who have been pushed to their limit? Our clans are all inside the bay. I'm going to tell you something, old lady. You're getting dangerously close to just getting shot in the head. But I'm not going to do that because I'm nice. The words seem sincere there, the body language and the glances traded between them reveal New's attack has shocked them. He's asking, is Bill just what we want? Well, here's what we want. We want you to rein in your damned enforcers, to quit turning off the heat and stop battering everyone that moves. No, that's not it. We want the enforcers gone from here. And we want to be armed. Give us arms and we'll govern our... no. You've gone too far, old Nan. They'll never let maggots on the lower decks live without enforcers breathing down their necks. They probably even insist on enforcer up decks, too. As for weapons, what do we need them for? Before the first day is out, oh, someone's shooting their neighbor, or stupidity or drunkenness. That's actually self in your clan. I'll speak. Spreading... Okay, let's see here. Spreading anarchy on the ship is the first step towards embracing chaos. Putting weapons into the hand of untrained hand would be even worse. What's more, the enforcers are needed to maintain oversight and order. Withdraw those demands, and we will consider the rest. I don't want to give them weapons. You failed to give it weapons now. Okay. Old man, listen. Look at himself has come down here and is making concessions, and I don't know a single person in the whole depot force who's ever stood next to a trader, let alone talked to them. Back down. Now's not the time for step on crone. Listen to us, old man. The three clans of Depot 4 ought to act as one. We've made up our minds. It's your turn to decide. Don't ask them for disband or give us weapon. We don't need any of that. You two are ganging up on me. Is that it? So brave against an old woman. But I'll shut up. I will indeed. I won't go against two clan leaders on my own. If you want to make peace with the enforcers, make your peace. That's okay, this man. Look, we're all agreed. It's decided. The persecution will stop, and I will expect you to assist in locating and remitting any amulets or weapons. Thank you. You've not abandoned us, lower deckers. You came yourself and settled everything. I'll tell my grandchildren about this. Of course, your lordship. We'll root out any nasty business faster than the enforcers. We'll leave no stone unturned. What do you... Wait, okay, so this guy then just says, oh, this is complete blood. Are you satisfied, Lord Captain? Dude, you failed in your duties as a seneschal, and that is why this happened. You don't get to sit here and try to lecture me about, like, oh... Oh, man, I have an urgent matter to discuss with Lord Captain. Please give us a moment. Uh-huh. Well, are you pleased with your investigation, Lord Captain? You kowtowed to disloyal rabble. You believed their lies and showed them leniency. Next time the ship is attacked by cultists, their all will become... Oh, yeah. Yeah, you allowed this revolt to happen. I would have handled the situation myself had you not decided to intervene. Remember, Captain, do you think she ever set one slippered foot on the lower decks? No, she did not. Such matters were left to myself and the junior officers. Well, once again, apparently that wasn't a good idea because, like, dude, you understand that if these guys actually revolt, suddenly all these functions on the ship just kind of stop. I would be only too willing to just and not fill my head with such matters, but the situation has spiraled out of your control, Alfred. Maybe if Theodora had spent more time trifling matters, she wouldn't have wound up dead. There's a new captain aboard this ship now, and I will not repeat her mistake. Everybody looks at you stunned and exhales loudly, then he nods curtly. I commend your decisiveness, but I am uncomfortable with introducing new protocols in the midst of a crisis. And I lost my temper, Lord Captain, and I believe I ought to explain myself. The prosperity of Valenciennes protectorate is not just an empty phrase to me. I left the Imperial Navy for a chance to see it flourish. It was the most momentous decision of my life. I did it because I saw in Lord Captain Theodora's deeds the sign of true greatness. I don't know why you saw that. Rogue traders do not simply forge new routes worlds, they create order out of anarchy. That creative impulse was entirely lacking during my time in the military. I really once again want to say, well, if that was what we're doing, then we should do it properly, not just shoot people. So I left behind everything I had known, everything my family had known. I come from a long line of officers, and I embarked on this incredibly reckless venture, Lord Captain Theodora entrusted me with all the concerns she had no time for. She would go off on her flagship for long periods to distant frontiers and on scouting voyages. and the advancement of the entire protectorate rested on my shoulders. And then suddenly everything that had been built over years and years, began to quake, rattling like a flimsy hanger on a seismically active world. One senior officer betrayed us all. The rogue trader was killed, and who knows what's happening on planets. I tell you this honestly without fear of appearing weak. All this has come to a grievous blow to me. I'm not panicking or grieving because I cannot allow myself to panic or grieve. I am duty bound to aid the new rogue trader, to aid you, to find your footing as quickly as possible. And to do that, I must insulate you from problems that in the past have been dealt with by tried and tested procedures set out in the ship's regulations procedures that were established long ago and have functioned smoothly for decades cannot suddenly be deemed excess to requirements. Theodore trusted in established procedures and she died. I won't make the same mistake. If you want to keep building the future of Von Valancius Protector with me, stop living in the past. Abelard suddenly inclines and said, "Yes, Lord Captain." After a moment's silence, he adds, looking at you with interest, "Your resolve is admirable and you demonstrate strong leadership. I shall remember this moment should my old habits ever begin to creep back in. And now, please, let us leave the lower decks. If a rogue trader desires to stretch his leg, there are far more suitable places."
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Well, it seems to me that they used to live on fear and things like that, and that's how they kept order. I want crews that are loyal to me. I want people who see me as someone who has their interest in mind. I want to create a new age. This Imperium is constantly dealing, not just this ship, but the whole Imperium is constantly dealing with rebellion and death and war, partially because you do shit like this. If every single problem that is ever comes up gets dealt with like this, and if everyone starts to feel like they're an enemy to the state, which in this case we are the state, then they're probably going to rebel, and that's not really what we're in for. That's not what I want to do. I want to create a new dawn for the people on the ship and a new dawn for people under our protectorate. All that. That's what I want. Not just some like shitty order being carried out because a bunch of people could like step on the necks of people who might disagree. Anyway, that took longer than I thought it would, so I think we'll actually just end the video here, and the next time we'll go to the prison planet and go there and kill everything that's bad and chaosy. Anyway, I hope that you all enjoyed this, and I hope that you will all consider trying to make the Imperium a better place with me. So I want you to know that I love you, the Emperor loves you, and God loves you. All right, bye, love you, bye, have a great time.